This is really cool because we know this young lady who started her own wine company, Poetry in the Bottle, Alexandria Rizik, but also your dad, who is a two-time Emmy Award winning with The Procedure here.
Yes.
And it seems like it's trickling down. And now you have your new book out called Pieces of Me, which is a lot of poetry in this.
Yes.
But also a lot of meaning behind each one of these. But I didn't know this about, I knew about the wine.
Yeah.
I knew that you were working on this, but I didn't know you had other children, you had a children's book and another book too that you've done.
Yeah, I have another book of poems, Words Written in the Dark. I have a young adult novel I wrote and a kid's book.
So I love it. Let's talk about this one, because this one really is important to you and meaningful to you, because it's taken a long time to do this. How long did it take for you to put this all together?
Well, I didn't know I was going to write this book. I didn't know, like, I was going to put it all together. These were written over the course of 10 years or so about multiple muses, right? So one day I just decided to put it all together. There we are.
There it is.
There
and
it
it
is.
goes perfectly with the wine.
It does.
And that's where Poetry in the Bottle comes from,
Yes.
with your different poetry that you've done and stuff. So let's talk about some of the pieces in here, because this is a lot to put out there. It's almost like you're putting yourself out to the world.
It is. It makes me cringe a little too. It does. It makes me cringe. But one of them is actually on the back of the bottle. One of the poems in the book.
Yeah. And so in that one is your favorite one there. So how did it go making this? I mean, the process, people are out there probably thinking of poetry, writing their own one. What was the process of you doing all this?
You know, it wasn't like I had this structure and I wrote every day. It's just, you should see the notes app in my phone. It's all poetry. It's all poetry, and I kind of just compiled it together one day, and Pieces of Me came about.
Now, and I know there's different pieces in here, but is there one of your favorite ones in here? Is there one that you can read to us? Do you want to grab it there and see?
There's so many.
There are, and I've been looking to this, and it's actually a great little read. But I like that if someone each day just took one of these poems and just read it as their morning, affirmation or something like that, I think it would go a long way, because they do have meanings behind them that make you understand love a little bit more, and also themselves, right?
Yeah, and I'd say, they're from all different phases of my life, right? Different moments of my life kind of fossilized into words, but I think it's love, heartbreak, self-discovery, and even if you've gone through any sort of grief or loss, you'll relate to this.
Okay, and so when we were talking about poetry, is poetry like supposed to rhyme? I mean, a lot of these don't rhyme in a way. They kind of like...
Some of them rhyme, some of them don't. It's all about the iambic pentameter, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
How you read it.
How you read it and stuff. All right, so did you find one to read? Because I found one.
Oh, you did? Are you going to read it? Maybe you read it.
I better not read that one, because that one's very interesting. There's some very... has your parents read this?
No, should they not?
Yeah, they've not read it.
Well, maybe maybe my mom, a couple of them.
Yeah, I don't think Dad needs to read this.
You don't think?
No, because there's a lot in here that explains like your ups and downs of relationships and of yourself that might shock Dad a little bit. As
maybe
a father,
we'll keep him out of this. We'll let him deal with the hearts, right?
Yeah, that's good right there. So, all right, I have one here.
Okay,
you tell me about this one. I thought I knew love, which taught me pain. I thought I knew you, but didn't, which drove me insane. How could a complete stranger have known my name? Now I'm left with memories that dance around my brain.
Look how you read that.
Thank you. I got some snaps there. Thank you.
I love it.
Tell me what was that one?
Okay, so I'm going to be honest. I don't remember who I even wrote that about.
Really?
I don't remember. I have in my phone, I'll write like their initials so I can remember, but I don't remember.
Wow, so these are a lot about relationships and people that pretty much have passed through your life and everything, huh?
Yeah.
So, wow, this is amazing.
Thank you.
Where can people find Pieces of Me, and how can they get a hold of it?
They can find it on my website, worldwide shipping, and also they can find it online on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Target, Walmart.
So, and I highly recommend, after watching The Golden Bachelor or any of those Bachelorettes TV shows, you grab a bottle of wine, grab Pieces of Me, and just enjoy. Yeah. And get some ice cream, too. Thank you. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for sharing with us.